Morning, y'all. We died. I guess I'll call it a let's play. I don't know if I want to add a seed. We'll see what our spawn looks like, but I'm gonna restart a few times to get a nicer spawn. Oh, okay, well this is fantastic. Oh. Oh, great spawn. There's nothing here. All right. Let's try again. Man, I spawned in the water twice in a row. Welcome to the world of better than wolves. An unforgiving, restricted, and highly frustrating game. I've seen a lot of people make like how-to beginner videos, so this is gonna be mine. I'll edit it later. We'll do it on stream. First things first, you want to locate cows or a large grouping of animals. Now this is going to be the most efficient strat. This is not necessarily going to be like no cheating or anything like that, okay? You want to have a little bit of distance from them. You want to be ready. The second the block breaks, you press escape. Save and quit. And go back. Now the reason why we do that is so that they don't run away. See? You can't break blocks near mobs. They will run away just like they got hit. But if you're fast enough, you can break blocks to literally right next to them and they won't move. Because you're resetting their... Same thing if they start to walk away. You just reset their, I guess, like AI, or not AI. Reset their their coding, and they don't run away, and they don't walk away anymore. This is all about efficiency, so we want to get this done as fast as possible. And the main point of day one is going to be to amass food. You want to try to get 1 stick at a minimum. 2 is ideal, but 1 stick is all you really need. Cows being annoying. Now this is the cheese strat, because we're going to be suffocating them. But this is the most efficient way. Same thing when you place a block. Breaking, placing blocks, all of that will cause the animals to scatter. You can counter that by escaping before ejection. Some pigs nearby, I'm going to throw them in too. Now, we choose cows because cows drop leather, which will be useful soon, and steak provides the best for your... It's the best, like, early game food source. My strategy is, at the end of the day, this is my strategy. This is how I, well, like to play the game, this is what I believe to be the most efficient way, but you can play however you want. You can use my guide to help you survive longer, or just, oh, there's more cows over there, so we'll go over there right now. Once I break this block, I'm also going to press escape, and you're going to see why in a second. Piggy got launched into the air. I think this time they will die. Yep. Perfect. If you want to count, you hear them yelling 5 or 6 times, that's when you can start 6 or 7 times, that's when you can start breaking the dirt. Wow, this was a lucky spawn. A lot of animals here. I'm gonna place it right here. The more accurate you are from pressing escape, the less they'll move away from you. It's the less time that they'll have to react. Food is the most important aspect of this game. Everything, just about everything in this game requires hunger and uses up a little bit of it. Just day-to-day actions, just standing still and AFKing uses up hunger. So the first thing that you'll notice is that I'm not jumping at all, and I will refrain from jumping as much as possible. Actually, almost entirely for the first several days of the playthrough. When we get more food established, that's when you can start doing some jumping, but even then, all you're going to be doing is exhausting your food resources faster. Oh my god, this pig! He is set on going that way. I swear to god. This helps make these guys a little bit more easier, especially pigs and sheep. Cows don't seem to have much of a problem. Pigs and sheep, they just like to randomly wander. He's almost over. Okay, I'm gonna try to grab that extra sheep, and we'll be done for the day. Ah, he's running away. something important to remember. At nighttime, the mobs will aggro onto any mob. You, the sheep, the cows, the pigs, it doesn't matter. The only exception are chickens. The only animals that go for chickens are spiders. That's why I'm leaving them alone. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll just leave the sheep alone too. We'll get him. He's helping me. Thank you. Get him to stop right in front of the hole. Okay. Actually, now's a good opportunity to explain. So, the sun is setting. We don't have a whole lot of time before dark, and hostile mobs start to spawn. As you'll notice, I do not have any tools. I don't have anything. You want to go up to the highest elevation that you can, and you want to dig straight down. What we're doing right now is we're just checking to see the depth, and we're hoping for a depth of 4. That's 3. That would be 4. Whenever you break a block with your fist and not the correct tool, stone tools count as not being the correct tool. You will get loose dirt. So when I punch dirt, and I'll show you, when I punch dirt, I get loose dirt. Excellent, lots of food. Okay. One thing I forgot to do. It's a little bit late, but that's okay. We need one singular stick. See, that's why I shouldn't have greeted for that sheep. I'm going to try my best to make this playthrough as educational as possible. We will learn together on the aspects of things that I don't know. And the information that I do know. Ooh, already? Okay, so I'm not even going to go that way. Emergency situation, just like me, you messed up, it's late. You don't even want to get close to mobs. You don't even want to get close to them. If that skeleton aggroes onto me, she will kill me before I even get a chance to do anything. So, one thing that you can do is you can hide under a tree. See? Open this up. can't hide directly under the tree because of the gloom, as you can see on the bottom. If I stay here too long, I'll start to get nauseous, and I'll start to take damage. That's when the light levels are far too low. I believe because we're under the tree, the leaves are kind of blocking the moonlight. The first night is always going to be the brightest night in the moon cycle. We'll go over the moon cycle later. Go. Using F5 just to make sure there are no mobs nearby. We're good. Oh shit. Creeper's lurking. I'm dead. I'm not dead. That's good. Because his blast was blocked, this is the issue with 3 deep dirt. You can't find much shelter in it. That's why we were hoping to find deeper. But that's okay. This is still relatively safe. Just like that. Now we're safe. This is the next step in our progression. Loose stone is the whole reason why you need a minimum of 1 stick. You want to spend your night doing this. That's why you want to dig underground. Your first night base is going to be underground, hole in the ground. You're going to be next to stone, most likely going to be your floor or whatever. And you want to try to grab as much of it as you can over the course of the night. A big part of this game is being efficient. Having a good, efficient strategy, doing something at nighttime that you can't do during the day, and doing things during the day that become much harder to do at night. Like to just make it a little bit harder for this. Creeper explosion. Now on the second night, that's when things start to get more fun. The strategy, tomorrow we don't really have to worry about food. Since we didn't make a campfire already, and we're not jumping, we'll be able to start cooking for the first time on the second night. And hopefully, if one of the chickens was close enough to a spider, we'll also be able to find some string on the surface in the morning. Just in case anything wants to fall through that hole. My biggest issue is that I'm never safe. Always want to play as safe as possible. That's why I keep dying in my other worlds. We're on somewhere around hardcore number 27, I think. Starting to become daytime. We've got a decent amount of stone. We'll wait for the zombie to die. Okay. This is easily the most dangerous part of the run. We're coming out of our hole. We don't really know what's around us. There could be creepers and spiders, skeletons hiding under. First things first, I save and quit, because the spider that was attacking me all night will still be aggro in the morning until I restart. Now the spider is no longer going to aggro to me, I think. He is. He's not. Yes, he's not. See? If I had not done that, he would have just attacked me anyway. Even though it's morning, he should be passive now. Again, we're following on that no jumping rule. There's a creeper, and there's some surface, a couple actually. Perfect. We'll have the creeper blow up right here. By placing a block at your feet, you can pretty much completely neutralize creeper blasts. There's 3 string. We're gonna grab all 3. 3 is a magic number for me. With 3 string, I make 2 axes and 1 bow drill. And a bow drill is the better version of a fire plow, which is how you're going to be able to create your fire to begin with. But the key difference is by adding a string to the recipe, you're greatly increasing the durability, greatly decreasing the amount of time that it takes for you to get your fire, and greatly reducing the amount of hunger that is required. Like I said, every action takes hunger. The fire plow, which is just 2 sticks, takes just about the most hunger, because you have to use half of the durability of it. You'll be sitting there doing it for a while. Now, 2 string is enough. You don't necessarily need 3. You can still make 1 axe and 1 bow drill. However, the second axe will come in handy, and I'll show you that. You notice how there are no mobs anymore? There's no sheep, there's no chickens, they're all dead. Now everywhere you see string is where a chicken fell, which is why we left them. But the sheep, the pigs, they died and their food was eaten. So it's completely gone. Pro tip, the first beginning of the day, you want to run around and doing things like I'm doing right now, for example, collecting string. Highly recommend to stay in F5. That way, if there are any stragglers, you know, random creepers hiding around the corner, they can't sneak up on you. In this game, creepers' explosion radius has been increased. They explode faster, so they don't need to be as close to you in order to blow up. Because of that, the second you hear a creeper blowing up behind you, you're dead. It doesn't matter. So that's why you need F5 to prevent him from getting that close. Oh, it despawned. Now, it's midday. I'm really tempted to go for that cow and get even more food, but I need to be disciplined. We've went for food already. We've gotten that part sorted. We need to stick to the plan. So day 2 has gone pretty much exactly how we wanted, except for the minor incident here with the creeper, but that's part of the game. It's gonna happen. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna get a stick. And we will never have to worry about first thing you want to make is an axe. Now you can see, instead of having to go layer by layer on the wood, I can chop the whole thing down. I'm going to chop some trees down. I typically like to get around 20, just so that I don't have to worry about it too much. You can get a little bit less. Depending on how much food you got on the first day, and how much string you have, you want to go for around 3 or 4 campfires, which is going to cost 5 sticks each, plus an additional 2 sticks to make your fire plow. Okay. Chop down one more tree. Five string is a very lucky start. I've never gotten this much string on the first day. Aha. That's what we're looking for. Times it in the day. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna be quick about it. I'm gonna get these 3 cows. Then we have to build a base. It's very important what we do on the second night. Because I haven't done any jumping, I still have quite a bit of my hunger left. So I'm still able to be productive during the day until it hits night. If I jumped even a couple of times, I would be much lower in hunger, and therefore I would do actions much slower. Because right now I'm peckish. That's the first tier of debuffs that you receive. And I already am walking a little bit slower, breaking things a little bit slower, but it's not that big of a difference because it's only the first tier of debuffs. Okay. Is this deep enough? Personally, I like to make a base in the middle of a nice and open area. I don't want it to be too close to the trees, too close to any shade. Don't want to give the creepers... Oh, perfect. This is 4 deep. Okay. It's getting dark. Oh, it's 5 deep. Oh wow, how deep is this? I want to try to touch stone, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay. We'll deal with stone later. I'll dig off to the side here. We want to get cooking. See, since the dirt is deep enough, I can dig out space and there's still dirt above me. So mobs can't just randomly pop in through the holes in my roof. That's why you want to go for a minimum of 4 deep dirt to get the safest base. I'm going to block off the entrance. And we'll get to work. Okay. Since I have so much, I'm definitely going to be making 4. Now, that's a fire plow. That is a bow drill. Good thing we blocked off our base early, right? That's one of the first things you want to make sure that you can do. You don't want mobs coming in and saying hello when you don't have weapons or food or anything. Notice at the bottom that it says that I'm hungry. Now I break blocks even slower. Get another X. Okay. Excellent. Campfires are a little weird. If you immediately put fuel in them when they turn like this, see it goes through 3 stages. That's low fire. It'll automatically go to a medium fire on its own once it gets lit. You want to give it a little bit of time before we have 15 before you put fuel in there. Oh. It's annoying that he can still shoot me. We're gonna have to be careful. Okay. If he backs up, what I'll do is I'll actually add a little bit, because now that we have light, we don't have to worry about the darkness. And we can completely block it off, but that's okay. We're still safe. That's what matters the most. How deep is this? Well. The community is talking about fires, campfires specifically. It appears from their research that if you wait a certain amount of time after the fire is lit before adding fuel, it will take less fuel. So what I did was I waited for the first one that I lit in the back right corner to go back down to a low fire, which is what you heard, the sound, and then I gave them all fuel. So we're gonna see how well that works. I'm not gonna give them fuel again until they go back down to low. There we go. I hope you guys heard that. It happened again. And look at that. Our first set of food. And just like that, we're surviving. Now, I'm going to place 6 into each one. That's roughly how much you're supposed to put in there. Ah, it's becoming daytime. Okay, well there's a hole in my base now, which I'll fix later. Now, F5, we're gonna slowly creep out. We're gonna look around. There's a creeper. Because it took me so long, we didn't get to really do any fighting. If you do have holes like this, you can make them safer. Now no mobs can get in. We will bring this skeleton over here. Get him to explode. Whoop. Damn. See? Because he stepped over the half slab, I took a lot more damage. Alright. Check on the food. Now, by the third day, this is where things start to get a little bit entirely up to your preference. So it's raining. It started to rain during the day, so the mobs were already gone, which is good for us. Gonna give all my burnables to these guys. And then we will pick another one. Okay. Oh, nice. A few things I want to do today. I'm going to go to that shrine, pick up that. It's probably just going to have hemp seeds in it, which we don't need. But that is storage, which I'll take. Oh, this one has bottles in it. Still don't really need them. Does that do anything? It does not. I'll hold on to them for now just in case if they do have some use in the near future. Gonna make a quick check on the fire. I don't like using sticks, but I don't really have anything else right now. I want to go and get those reeds. And we can also chop down some trees. How do I get across the river safely? There's some string. Later into the game you can make a cocoa bean farm. Not very interested in that right now. Too soon for me. It's only the third day. I just want the wood for fuel. Oh. Okay, maybe we don't get those reeds. The jungle is a very dangerous place. We didn't do a whole lot on the third day, but that's okay. We're cooking food, we've got a safe base, and at nighttime, we can actually fight some mobs, which will be great. If we get lucky, we could see some spiders nearby. I'll show you guys the proper way to fight them. To try to actually double your string. We can get more wood. The whole idea of the early game is to just gather more and more resources of the basic necessities of the things that you need. So string, sticks, food, stone, blocks that you can place down, like dirt or sand. And there are plenty of ways of getting all of them. You also want to eventually work into getting clay. Some people like to get clay right away. I'm not big on that. I prefer to get... Like, clay baking is not difficult. Finding clay is also not difficult. I prefer having more string and more food before worrying about making an oven. Hope the fires didn't completely die. They're still hot. We can ignite them again. They're still hot. Nice. All right. Block off the entrance. Keep an eye on those. Sound is the easiest way. If I hear it go down, I can go back and just pick it up. By the way, if there was a hole like this above the fires, they would die. It's another thing you want to keep in mind. Nighttime. Now I'm just looking to open up the base a bit so that I can access stone. This is honestly enough. I would actually like to go out there and fight. It's not raining anymore, so it's not going to be as dark. Now here's the key thing here. 2 axes, food, F5. We need blocks as well. Okay, let's look around. What? Oh, spider? That's what we're looking for. Now I want to get close to him so that he aggroes. Second he does, there we go. Now I'm hiding behind the block so he can't shoot his web at me. The block will also provide protection. Ah. No luck there. There's another spider over there, but he's a bit far from the base. Oh, he's got a shovel. We have to fight him. That's very lucky. Mobs with tools. Zombies can have iron swords, they can have iron armor, and they can have iron shovels. They will always drop them. Now you'd see that the durability is very low. It's still very, very powerful. Very lucky that we got that. I typically like to stay away from skeletons and zombies, unless the zombies are holding a tool. Creepers you blow up like that to get quick and easy blocks. And skeletons are just dangerous. This is how you can do on the second night. If you start earlier by building your base. Oh, there's so many spiders there. See if we can go around this skeleton. You can start earlier by building your base midday and getting your food cooked on the second night. Halfway through the night, once you get your first round of food, you can actually do this. I don't... Okay, you know what? Each one gets 4 sticks. That should last it a while. Ah, spiders are gone. You don't want to go too far from your base, because then mobs will spawn around your base, and then getting back inside is going to be a little tricky. We're not getting too lucky with where these spiders are spawning. It's a bit unfortunate. Skeleton is mighty close. Can I get this guy from across the water? No, he's not interested. Okay, well the night's young. We'll give it some time. Maybe they'll move around. He aggroed. He aggroed. Okay. Little tip. We aggro 2 enemies that we don't want. Get some distance. Save exit. They will no longer be interested. Although that skeleton is heading towards my base. Oh. Okay, we won't go back to the base right away. String is actually more important than keeping the fire alive. Oh, Mr. Creeper, blow up for me. Thank you. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's one. He's not aggro right now because it's morning. Ah, he only dropped 1. If you get lucky, they can drop 2. We didn't get lucky. Okay, back to the campfire. So this is kind of my strategy. And the next night is going to be fine, but then the night after that is going to be a new moon, and you need to have a light source. The moon will not provide enough light. Oops. There we go. If they go to a high fire like this for a couple of seconds, that means that they have enough fuel to completely cook whatever is sitting on them. You can even actually, like, help it along. So everything here should cook fully. I have about half the day to go and come back. So when the sun goes from there to about there in the sky, the food should be done. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get a whole lot of string on the last fight last night. We want to prepare to do some more fighting. I don't like this, but I will swim across. It uses up a whole lot of hunger. As a matter of fact, because we got so lucky, I could go for an early oven. That's 8 pieces. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Keep our eyes peeled for squids. 18. Perfect. So that's enough for 1 oven. It's dangerous to be here. The jungle is the most dangerous place. My last run ended because I was a little bit inside of the jungle. Tragic. Okay. I think there's just more jungle on this side. If we see any of those spiders, we're gonna have to run. Like to get those reeds. Honestly, feels kind of dangerous. I think it's better to just head back. You notice how much hunger I used just from swimming a little bit? Here's what you can do instead. There we go. About halfway until the food's going to be done. At this point, you can start doing some small exploring. You can even look for some just the basic surface entrances of caves. See if you can find little bits of iron and coal laying around. We don't have torches just yet, but we're working up to that. Oh, see? Something like that. Like, that's iron. Those are some cows, actually. Let's go get those first. Now that I know that I'm going to have a brick oven, I can be more focused on getting food. Because an oven will greatly reduce the amount of fuel and the amount of time that it takes to cook it all. One of our cows is missing. I'm gonna jump for this. There we go. Okay, we want to head back. Sun's gonna start to set. I don't want the other mobs to be... I don't want to be near the other mobs. We know that there's iron in a surface cave nearby. We also know that there's a lot of mobs for me to get food from. So we're gonna head back to base, and then early in the morning tomorrow we're gonna head back in the same direction to try to grab the food, the iron, maybe even some of the coal that I saw on the hill over there. Let's see how lucky we get with spider spawns tonight. If I can safely aggro them, hopefully we can start to gather some string. And this is really just the part of the game where you're going to just rinse and repeat. You want to try to fight spiders at nighttime, get creepers to blow up to get blocks. If you find any zombies with iron tools, kill them. Since we got an iron shovel, we can do this. I don't have a whole lot of wood. Okay. Oh, shit. Too close to the fire. Too close to the fire. We'll put these four on this side. If it doesn't rain, these will dry in one full day. Block off the entrance. I'm gonna babysit these fires and just get a bit more stone, and then we'll head out there when I make a second axe. I like to have two axes. This one's a little bit too broken. Put that there. Let's do some fighting. Reaper. Maybe over here this way. By the way, let's look at the moon. Okay. Zombie's got nothing in his hand. I see a spider out there. Maybe I can go around this zombie. There's two of them. Carefully, carefully. He's aggro. Okay, we'll ditch him. Let's see. He should lose aggro. I'm far enough away. Nice. I think he dropped two, yep. Let's get the next spider. Don't throw it. Nice. Because I went behind a block, he didn't try to shoot his web at me. Because he didn't shoot his web at me, you see? He drops 2 string. If he shoots his web at me, I have to pick up the web and I only get 1 string, and he won't drop anything. And that's essentially how the nights are going to go. Except... we'll bring this creeper over here. Okay. More creepers. I want to stick to getting dirt. I don't want to mix it with sand. Ooh, spider over there too. Probably gonna get some sand though. Yeah. Oh no. Nice. Ooh, lots of spiders. So it only takes a couple of nights of, 1 or 2 nights of getting a couple of spiders for you to really start to build up your string. Then you won't have to worry nearly as much about resources. Okay, this skeleton over there, so let's go to this one. Nice. He dropped 2. There's another one over there. Stay away from the skeleton. Mr. Spider. Whoop. Shouldn't be taking damage. Okay, it's daytime. The skeleton's gonna run into the water. We can run around him and try to get that last spider. I think we actually missed the Gloom Knight. I may be remembering it incorrectly. Oh. Oh, another one? How much do I have? See, I already have 9 string. It's effective. We're just gonna... Took a little too many hits there. Continue to press F5. I have died to creepers in so many different ways. You want to press F5 like all the time. Especially early in the morning. That's like when there's gonna be mobs lurking around. You need to be aware of them. Okay. Since the spider didn't drop string, pretty certain that there's going to be string laying around somewhere in the forest. Oh, everything is cooked and the fires are dead. Okay. I could try to get a creeper to blow up near rock so I can get a bunch of loose stone. That might be worth looking into. Take this with us. Okay. That's cooking. We don't have any fires. The day just started. Let's go over to where the sheep are. Let's collect all of the sheep. Let's pick up the iron, and if we have time, we'll try to grab some coal. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a Gloom Night or not, so I might go for the coal before I go for the iron to make a torch, just in case if it is the new moon and we don't have any light. The thing is, like, creepers could still be hiding behind these trees, and so let's say I don't pay attention and I walk by, and I don't have F5 on, and then I stop here to dig a hole. That means death. More cows. We got very lucky with cows in this world. Oh, got kicked. See if I can find where I've already placed the slabs. There. Try to reuse the same path. As a matter of fact, this might make it a bit easier. Okay. Cool. Only cows will kick you back. The other mobs do not, thankfully, do any of that nonsense. Cows are scary, man. Oh wow, there's a ravine here. Okay, well now we have an objective. There's also doubled up. I'm assuming 2 spiders went for the same chicken at the same time. That's how that happened. Can grab that later. But you see, even from this distance, there's still mobs getting over here. Because I was far enough away, most of them still survived. So I can eat them. Oh yeah, full of resources. We'll do another hole closer to the rest. It's almost night. You decided you wanted to start climbing? I'm actually gonna head back to base. I'm gonna have to end the stream. It's almost nighttime, and there's way too many mobs here for me to be able to collect them all. Here we go. I might actually get some sand if I get a creeper near my base. Just because that way I can have my path easier to see in the grass. I won't need to keep dropping more. Even easier to find my path.